So I'm very excited now to introduce you to our next speaker. Hossein Farmani is the co-founder of the dna.paris Awards, and he's been traveling a lot, so welcome back to Paris, and thank you very much for your time. I hand the stage to Hossein. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Well, first I'd like to thank my big partner, Romain, for doing this conference together and being such a great partner that leaves me out of most of the decisions, so he can do a great job. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that is really, really a big concern of mine, and I think many of you every morning wake up with the same frustrations. As Simon said, I wanted to also thank Simon and Carlos and Nikud. As Simon said, I'm the co-founder of the DNA, but also president of International Design Awards, Architecture Master Prize, and co-founder of BLT, Build Design Awards, and many other awards that most of you are familiar with. But today I want to talk about the urgent need for reconstruction of Gaza. And this conflict, when this conflict ends, we must not only rebuild Gaza, but also create a new future for its residents, one where they can live in peaceful and prosperity. I'm in the process of bringing together a group of architects, urban designers, and engineers with one goal, to transfer Gaza from ruins of war into extraordinary, livable city. This effort will require innovation, solution, creativity, and international cooperation. The destruction in Gaza is immense. Thousands of homes, schools, and hospitals have been reduced to rubble. The damage is not just physical, but also psychological. The residents of Gaza have been through an unimaginable suffering. This is why rebuilding Gaza is not just about physical structure, it's about restoring hope and dignity to its people. Today, the situation in Gaza is dire. We witness the toll of death and destruction, which weighs heavily on all of us. The image of suffering reminds us of our shared humanity and the urgent need for change. In the face of this despair, we can channel our anger and frustration into something positive. By coming together, designers, architects, activists, and global citizens, we can create a vision for a better future for Gazans. We can design homes and communities that reflect resilience and hope, turning the rubble of destruction into the foundation of a thriving, rebuilt city. We are inspired by cities that have risen from ashes of war before. After World War II, cities like Warsaw and Berlin were built from rubble by a dedicated team of architects and city planners. Grozny in Chechnya was nearly obliterated by conflict, but in less than a decade it was completely rebuilt. Similarly, Beirut came back from the devastation of the years of civil war. These cities are living proof that destruction can be followed by renewal, and Gaza deserves nothing less. But how will we build Gaza? One innovation approach is to use the rubble from the destroying building and construction material. This has been done in Berlin after World War II, in Lebanon, and in Gaza itself, where local initiatives have already recycled rubbles into new bricks. Not only in this approach cost effectively, but it also reduces the environmental impact by minimizing the need for new materials. While there are limitations such as material quality, using rubble and speed up the process of reconstruction and help residents return to a normal life sooner. To achieve this, we are working with some of the world's biggest minds in architecture and urban planning. We have already invited international experts to study aerial photographs of Gaza's ruin and develop strategies for rebuilding the city. Our vision is to create a place where the people of Gaza not only survive but thrive, a city with world-class infrastructure, sustainable housing, and opportunity for economical development. You might ask, why am I doing this? I've always been involved in the helping where I can. In the 1980s, I started the first AIDS Foundation in America. When I saw the need for AIDS hospitals in India, I was there to build the first one. After 9/11, I brought a group of artists together to fundraise for children in New York City to cope with trauma. In Cambodia, I supported the first women's opposition in history. I've also helped support and create many photography festivals around the world. During the flood in Thailand and fires in Athens, I was there to lend a hand. The war in Gaza has profoundly affected me, especially given the relentless media bias in the coverage of live massacres and destructions. I believe we must strive to create something positive and with the 24-hour cycles of devastating news. Why Gaza? It isn't just about Gaza. It's about setting an example for how the world can respond to destructions. It's our responsibility. Our tax dollar contributes to destructions, so we must also invest in reconstructions. Gaza's story is being written, and with our support, it can be a hopeful ending. Let's work together to rebuild a city that is people deserve, a place of peace, prosperity, and opportunity. Thank you.